I'm back, y'all, and those of you who know me know that this is one of my favorite meals, pho. And I finally learned how to make it.
The first thing I'm gonna do is cut this onion in half.
Then you want to just peel off that outer layer.
Take the first layer off. So since I only got one white onion, I'm just gonna cut a little bit off of it, because I'm gonna use some of this for my pho later. I'm just cutting thin slices like this. And I'm gonna go ahead and put this on my foil. I'm gonna cut our ginger. Ginger in a broiler until it starts turning brown. We are going to toast up our spices. These are the spices that I got. These are individually wrapped, so I'm gonna take them out and mix them up. Okay, so I bought this extra pack because I didn't think that they had these in it, but I guess they do, so I don't really need this, but I can use it for next time. I only need this pack, and as soon as I cracked it open, you can smell it. Like, it smells like spices. So I'm just picking out some spices, and I'm gonna dump these in. So we're just gonna lightly toast this. Just to get a little toasty. You'll start to smell it once it gets toasted. So this is pretty much lightly toasted. Well, it's toasted. So the spices came with the spice bag, so I'm gonna go ahead and add these spices to the spice bag.
Okay, so this is what it's looking like inside. Then you just want to go ahead and close it up as tight as you can. So I have a pot of water. I'm gonna add my neck bones. So that's done. Once that's done, we're gonna add that to the pot. So we let these boil for like 15 to 20 minutes. Y'all see all that? It's gotta go. Gas to go. I'm just gonna pour all of this off. That's just all of this nasty stuff. Once again. We're going to do roughly about 4 quarts of water. Onion, ginger, this is what they look like, y'all. Rock sugar, and our fish sauce. 1/4 cup fish sauce. I'm gonna do a tablespoon of chicken bouillon for that flavor. We're gonna go ahead and add our spice bag. And just moving around some of that seasoning. And add that in there. We're gonna wait till this comes to a boil. As soon as it comes to a boil, we're gonna turn it on simmer. Okay, while we got that doing this thing, we're gonna start cutting up everything. So I got 3 jalapeños. I'm gonna cut up some of these green onions. I am gonna cut another onion. I don't have a white one. I wish I had another white one because I had to cut that, but we're just gonna use that. We have cilantro we're gonna clean and cut as well. And we have some mint. And we have some bok choy. Bag of limes. I'm gonna cut a few of those. So I'm actually gonna take these bottom pieces of the green onion and I'm going to put them in the broth. But you wanna break them open. Yeah. It's about boiling. I'm gonna add these as well.
just started bringing to a boil. We're gonna turn this down. We're gonna leave it cracked. So we have our green onion, cilantro, red onion, white onion, just a little white onion, limes, jalapeños, and mint. Our bean sprout, and we have our vinegar onions, which I don't think these are gonna be ready, but I'm still gonna try them, and I'm still gonna put some with my food. I just made those onions, so if y'all want the recipe, it'll be in the description below. So for my folks who don't like their meat raw going into their pho, I just got a little water in here. I already tried this, and I got this strainer on here, and I got the water boiling. I'm gonna turn it down a little bit. What you wanna do is add a piece of meat to kind of steam it. It's a little water, y'all. The water is not all the way to the top, but it's just keep boiling up to the top like that. You see that? Y'all see? So it's not that much water. And we're just gonna steam it until it cooks a little bit for the people who don't like their meat raw. Lid on, just let it steam. You can stay right here and just watch it because it's not gonna take long at all. We're gonna flip it. So this is how I have mine. It's not fully cooked, but it's cooked enough. Still got some pink pieces, but it's okay. And you're just gonna cut some thin slices just like that. So we let this simmer for about 45 minutes. This is how it's looking. Now you can strain this and take everything out, or you can just get your broth like this. It should be fairly clear like this. If you let it boil while it's cooking, it'll be cloudy. So you want your broth to be clear like this. And I promise you, your whole house is gonna smell like the restaurant. Do y'all hear me? Get into it. Get into it. So I'm just gonna eat the broth right now with the other meat, but this meat at the bottom, once it gets nice and tender, then I'm gonna eat those. Right now they're not tender, so we just gonna let that do what it do. These are the rice noodles I'm using. Okay, so we got our hot water. Then you're just gonna dump them in there and cook them for 45 seconds, literally. So just put it on a little timer and count, because that's what I did, and it's gonna be done. Once it's done, you're gonna put it in this little strainer, and then we're gonna rinse under cold water so we can stop the cooking. Now we're just gonna plate it with our noodles, our meat, all of the veggies and everything. We're gonna pour the broth. Your broth has to be scorching hot, okay? If our meat was raw, we would need that broth to be super hot so it can cook the meat. And if we had shrimp on here that was raw as well, we would need that to be super hot so it can cook the shrimp as well. So I ended up using the spicy chili vinegar onions that I made. I had made me a second plate. So this is my second plate with my shrimp and my mussels. And then I put some sriracha and some chili oil on it. Yes, y'all. It is a hit. Okay, so now it's day 2. And do y'all see how cloudy the broth is? That is because I boiled my neck bones. And now y'all about to see how tender it is. And it was so fat, y'all. I got my noodles under there and everything. Let me know if y'all making this beef pho.